Hello and welcome to another Compose video here. So in the last video we went over how to add Compose to an empty project. So in this video we're going to be reviewing what happens when you hit the Compose template application. So let's go ahead and jump into this here. If you remember from the last video, set content allows us to add in our composables. So the first composable you see here is Compose One theme. Compose One is actually the name of our app. There it is, right there. And then inside of our app theme here, we have a surface that we can then put our composables on. And then, so let's take a look at this app theme here, because there's a couple of different files here that we didn't use in the last video. So we can go ahead and review those. First one, actually, like I said, we're reviewing the theme here. So this is the our app theme is defined here. This Compose One theme. Again, this was auto-generated. So if you create a new application, this will automatically show up. So let's take a look here. So we have this is our Compose theme here, and then we can actually choose the color palette for light and dark, and then we also have the material theme and can define our text styles, our shapes, etc., and our colors. Anyways, so and then in our type file we have we can define our typography. So for instance, we can use body 1 and then we can call body 1 and then define the specific text style, other things like caption and button, etc., for different text styles. So then we can actually we can define our shapes too, which is cool. So in here we can add different shapes, and then colors here. We can define our colors here using Kotlin, and this is great because previously you had to do this in XML, so being able to do this in Kotlin is actually very, very helpful. It might be tempting as well to kind of throw these values out in just your random composables that you make, but it's important still to add these into add your styling into these specific files. So now that we know that this is our app theme, inside of our app theme, we add the surface composable, and then inside the surface composable, that's basically where we start our application. So in this case, we have greeting, and we have this composable function called greeting. And then it requires a name, which is a string type, and then this composable shows text. So it just says text, hello, and then the name. So it would say text, it would say hello Android. And then this is our preview. So this preview allows us to actually see the changes made, and then it's a composable, of course, and then we can actually call this composable and preview it. So we have to, in order to preview it though, we have to define a theme, and so we're just using our app theme here, and then we can use the composable. So let's take a look here and see if this is actually ready. So we hit the split view and build and refresh. So let's go ahead and see now if that will actually show up for us. So again, while that is building, this is basically the starter application. We just have these 3 functions. Okay, so there we go. See, it says hello Android, and then we have a little bit of a background here as well. If you notice, the only thing we have here is text, right? So if we added some other things here, then it would also show up. But we'll get into layouts and more composables in the next video. In this video, we just really wanted to go over what the template application looks like, and kind of navigating what what we get out of the box when we use a template application or template project type with Compose. So in the next video, we're actually going to jump into the composable objects. We're going to start using Compose to create our UI. So join me in that one and we'll get going.